Yo, it's your boy, and today we are back on Anime Last Stand. So, they just had a new update. It was just a bunch of extreme boost. So, yeah, we're just gonna be getting a couple of them, not all of them, because, quite frankly, I don't care that much. First things first, they just cleared out they just reset the index reward. Let's see what that gives us. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 6-7. 6-7. 6-7 per. They also reset the milestones. Bonk, bonk. And bonk. Nice. 420 rerolls. 420 rerolls. 420. Sorry. That's enough. I got 6,000 rerolls from that. Nice. So, I also saved up a bunch of currency. Bonk. 1.9 million. Whoop. Misclicked. Bonk. Bonk. So we're just gonna open a couple of these. 2,500. Hopefully get a couple of glitched pity potions. You know, hopefully. Maybe a shiny Rimuru too. That would be pretty fun. A lot of units, man. Glitch pity potion, please. Yeah, 3. Ooh, huge, massive, gigantic, juicy, girthy, fat. Alright, so we still have 500. God damn, how many units? How many Gogetas am I getting? What the hell? The final 500. Unit inventory. I'm gonna have fun. Alright, anyways. Final 500. 3 limit breakers again. Yoink. I'll be yoinking that. Thank you. Yum. No shiny Rimuru. Fuck. 5 glitch pity potions. Anyways, the first unit we'll be obtaining is none other than my goat. None other than my goat. Giorno, which I already have mystical on. 6,000 rerolls too. But I'm not even done. We have codes. Yippee! First code, update 74 ALS. 200 rerolls. Let's go. Next one, Easy A rework. Another 200 rerolls. Next one, skin banner refresh. Another 200 rerolls. Next one, delay. 200 pearls, goddamn. Final one, 1M members. Okay, so that means we have 7,000 rerolls. Okay, so I guess let's pop a glitched pity potion, which they boosted to 1 hour, thank God. And this is also 6x, by the way, so we should be getting these glitches fast, quick, and efficient. So there's 2 units I want to roll on, Giorno, and I'll show you guys in a bit. But yeah, I'll be going to pity real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, looks like pity it is. 1,009, okay. We're gonna reach pity. Alright, 20 more. By the way, the pity is to the bottom of the rerolls, by the way. And glitched. Nice. Alright. Our first glitched and mystical unit. Let's frickin' go. Let's go. Let's see his damage. Pretty ass. Alright. So while we're still here, pop another glitch pity potion. Because we're gonna roll on none other than our goat. Benimaru, which is apparently like really good. So yeah, guess what? We have to go down another 1,000 rerolls. So I'll see you guys hopefully soon. So hopefully I don't have to go to pity, but you know 6x doesn't exist. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys at pity. Guess what, guys? We're gonna hit pity again. Yippee! Isn't that exciting, guys? Yay, 10 more rerolls. 6x my ass. Let's freaking go. Alright, that's another glitch, and that's it. I'm not rolling on Garo. Alright, I might off camera, but no. Alright, let's extreme boost. So they also reworked the how the extreme boost things work. We go over here. We get to choose the unit, which is super cool. I might do the other extreme boost because I heard Kremi's good, Jotaro's good. So that's pretty nice. But we're going to be doing Giorno first because he's my glitched mystical unit. So yeah, I'm pretty much just going to show you guys how it works once I get in. Alright, we're in. So essentially you choose your unit. I chose Giorno because I want to, easy A him. He's free to place. Bonk. And you literally only get that unit. Sometimes you get two because sometimes you get two units. When you choose Dante, you also get Virgil. When you choose Jotaro, you also get Dio. So yeah, I'm not going to check his passives because that will be spoiling, but that's pretty much it. I didn't check how much I needed for this guy. Fuck. So, right, I've been the first stage. As you can see, my Giorno currently has Avatar. It's set that way. If we go over to the next, there's no seamless because this game is actually fucking garbage. Well, I guess while we're talking about games, AV, Anime Vanguards is going to be updating today. Apparently. I'm not sure when. I hope the maintenance isn't as bad as Anime Last Stand's maintenance, which took 8 hours. And I swear to God, those 8 hours went to Garo. Garo has like a gajillion passives. That's why I'm not extreme boosting him this video. I'm sorry, I'm not extreme boosting him. He does damage, then does damage, and does damage. I don't know what to tell you at this point. Right? But anyways, Anime Vanguards is updating today, apparently. Which is pretty hype. Because that means 2 games have updated recently, which is super fun. That means I have 2 games to upload, 2 games to grind, which makes me really happy. Anyways, so now since we're loaded in, if I place down Giorno, you'll notice he now has glitched. So essentially, every stage you go, your unit gets better and better. They get better trait, enchants, etc. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I think this is probably like their best designed stage they've had in a while, to be honest with you. I mean the Halloween stages were pretty nice because you didn't have to beat it, but this one's actually original, which I think is really nice. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys once I have enough mats to easy A my journey. Alright, this should be the final one. The boss spawns, I will have 150, which should be enough to extreme boost to my goat Giorno. Alright, let's go back to the lobby. Alright, we're back in the lobby. Let's finally extreme boost my goat Giorno. Let's freaking go. He doesn't have fully SS stats just because of my OCD. This is gonna be a waste, I understand. I understand this will be a waste, but hear me out, okay? Alright. It's a bit stupid, but come on. Bang. Triple SS. Alright, let's go ahead and test them out. Alright, I think we should have just a little over of the amount needed to max out Giorno, but let's place him down. I already have max skill tree on him. So, he's spawning in with 8 million damage with an ability. So we're gonna max upgrade him first, then we'll see his passes. Pretty good damage. Okay. 1.3 billion damage. Let's read his passives. Okay. Very simple. Life Spring 4th. EX. When Life Springs 4th, when an enemy replaces the Life Spring 4th. When an enemy is killed in range, spawn a scorpion of their death at their death location, scaling off 20% of that enemy's max HP and current unit's damage. Road summons in range gain 5% current damage plus current wave health per second. Inflict bleed and stun on contact an enemy in range and are slowed by 2% every second, up to 60%. He seems kind of crazy. You will never reach truth. Bosses in range static clones of spawn static clones of themselves every 3 seconds. After 30 seconds, 20% of the total damage dealt to the boss clones is re-inflicted to the boss. The boss is returned to the first clone's position. Kinda crazy. I mean, these clones are already at 200 billion. What the hell? Yeah, this guy's kind of crazy. Apparently, this guy has like a soul too. I don't know how you get it, but yeah, Giorno is apparently like really good. So yeah, let's use some buffs. Now he's doing 1.9 billion damage. Pretty good DPS with the clones, which are doing hundreds of billions of damage. Yeah, this guy's busted. I'm about to be so completely honest with you. He's pretty cheap to place too, 520. No soul, by the way. So yeah, he's pretty good. I'd recommend to get him. This guy, Giorno, is like my goat. Yo, in a past video, like months ago, in an ALS video, I begged the devs to give this guy an extreme boost, and I'm happy they did, and I'm happy it's good. I mean, look at these guys. Already 500 billion. Like, come on. These guys are not dying. Like, look. Oh my god. I don't think there's a cap. That's crazy. But I guess on to our next unit. Alrighty, so our next unit, which we already rolled on earlier this video, is Benimaru. So yeah, he's pretty decent. He was actually really good because of his passive. But I guess he's like low-key the GOAT of this update. He's like the GOAT. Actually the GOAT. Sorry if I'm screaming. It's raining really loudly. So I have to scream. Turn down your volume. Don't whine. Anyways, let's get Benimaru. Yippee! I'll see you guys once I have enough. Alright, this should be the final one. This one is taking a while, dude. I'm thinking whether I should get Goro or not. This takes actually not that long. No, it takes pretty long. But that should be enough. Wait. No, I think Goro's the other one. I'll see you guys back in the lobby. Alright, we're back in the lobby. Bong. Extreme boost. Let's go. My goat. Alright, let's put him in our team. Let's go test him out. We're gonna give him the soul of destruction. Bonk. Alright, let's go ahead and test him out. Alright, place him down. He's doing 21 million damage with Blaze. He looks pretty good. I have the damage skill tree on him because of his previous passive, which I think is gone now. So I think I'm gonna give him the crit skill tree. But we'll test him out with the damage skill tree. So he becomes a big circle. Ability. Okay. Info. Second generation pyrokinetic. When an allied unit in this range applies a fire-related DOT, this unit applies the same DOT based on the allied's damage. DOTs applied this way are 20% stronger, stackable. That's kind of crazy. 5% 5-second local cooldown per copy. Third generation type pyrokinetic. Enemies that enter this unit's range for the first time gain Scorch for 30 seconds. And then the last one is the Soul. So, how do I get these abilities? What the actual fuck are you doing in my house? Okay, so I'm confused, but I think I'm gonna go look it up. Let's just see his damage with both buffs. 3 billion damage. Pretty good. Pretty good DPS too. Okay, I'm gonna go look this. So, I understand it now. Turns out, all I needed to do was read. I know, right? Anime Last Stand players and reading don't go along. Essentially, we need 100 billion damage. And you also need the Soul of Destruction, by the way. So, I think it's the same thing with Giorno. You need the Soul of Requiem. I think. I mean, I'm not sure. But yeah, I need 100 billion damage on this guy. So I'll be back when on a better stage. Alright, he reached 100 billion damage. That means we have the Sun Wheel. The Sun Wheel formation. Upon activation, gain passive King of Destruction. Gain active destruction. Gain Sunburn, 150% damage, 150% range, 150% critical damage. Oh, Oh! Oh, wait a minute, go back. God damn! Wait a minute. Oh! What's this? Destruction. Upon activation, deal damage stat X destruction meter for 50% destruction meter used to apply a random DOT. Oh, King of Destruction. Every 45% seconds, instantly finish all DOT damage taken on enemies. For every DOT finish, gain 1 destruction meter. Uncapped. Oh. What the hell is this unit? This unit is generational, dude. What the fuck? Yo, this unit is generational. What the hell? What the hell? Low-key, I can't just do 2 units. I need to gamble more, alright? We're gonna do one final unit for this video. The main guy. Goro. I already have him, triple S stats. Only thing we need to do. I'm burning through these glitch potions, dude. God damn. This will be the final unit for this video. We're gonna have to do this quick because his passive is like 10 billion paragraphs long. Alright, see you guys once I get glitched. Alright, I'm not sure why the rerolls are so slow, but fuck me, I guess. That is glitched pity. Yippee. Isn't that just wonderful? I've hit pity back to back to back. Like, bro. Shit actually is pissing me off. You can't even see him, bro. What the fuck? He's too black. Alright, bro. This shit pissing me off. Alright, let's go extreme boost him. Alright, this should be the final one. This has taken so long, dude. I think I might get Jotaro and Gremmy for another video, but dude, this takes so long. It's not hard, but it's just so time consuming, bro. Alright, we can finally extreme boost. There we go. This guy is low-key like the best unit in the game. So this guy essentially just shits on Rimuru, just dogs on Rimuru, which is kind of funny because they just released Rimuru, but I'll show you guys. By the way, this is going to be very heavy reading, so warning. So I saved up a decent amount of money. Let's place him down. No soul, by the way. So he's spawning in with 28 million damage with a 10-second SPA. God damn. Let's upgrade him. He gets an ability. We'll look at that. He becomes a big circle. Big circle. He turns into a cone. Decent damage. Bro, what the fuck is this? Okay. No, I'm just gonna click everything real quick. And then we'll read, okay? Oh my god, I added 2 fucking abilities, bro. What the fuck? Alright, second thing. I'm just gonna click all of these real quick so I can read them all at once so I don't need oh my god, I added another ability, bro. What the fuck? Alright, final one. Bang. Okay, wait, his damage is kind of crazy. May God be with me. I hate whoever created this character. Anyways, Shake modes. Upon activation, select a mode in ideation. Imitation Gravity. 50% damage, 50% range, interdimensional travel passive, portal creation active, nuclear fission, gravitational fist active, imitation, bald man, 75% damage, 25% range, consecutive normal punches active, serious punch active. If Baldi's deadly serious is in range, give Baldi serious the passive competitive nature Baldi, deadly serious, and Hero Hunter Cosmic will always share the same damage and SPA. Prioritize the unit with the highest damage between the two. The unit, oh my god. The unit with the highest damage will transfer their damage and SPA to the other, overriding their damage and SPA. They will always be the same SPA no matter that. They will always be the same no matter what. So they just repeated the same shit 5 times. Okay, nice. Imitation, martial arts, 50% damage, minus 30% SPA. Whirlwind, slashing, steel passive, watchdog passive. All modes are selected or kept even when selecting a new mode. Once all 3 modes are selected, remove this active. Oh my god. Portal creation requires imitation gravity from Sake mode active. Upon activation, place a portal on the track. Whenever an enemy enters this portal, enemy walkback wave plus divided by 3 seconds. Enemies can only be affected by a portal up to 10 times. Nuclear fission gravitational fist requires imitation gravity from Shakai modes. Upon activation for 10 attacks, alternate between each attack. Minus 25% SPA, 100% damage, cone AoE, 35% minus 35% SPA, 200% damage, circle AoE. For each consecutive hit on the enemy, 25% bonus damage up to 250%. Deal 10% max HP, cap 2 trillion, reduce SPA cooldown by 50 seconds per enemy. Consecutive normal punches requires imitation ball ban. Upon activation, 100-second duration, minus 65% SPA, minus 35% damage line AoE. For every crit, 3% damage, crit chance, permanent for duration. Every 10 crits, deal 500% damage, full AoE. Punch series requires imitation ball ban. Once activated, set AoE to cone for 1 attack, 5000% damage for 1 attack. All enemies hit take 50% for more damage from all sources. Permanent. This unit cannot be set to none. Targeting until this debuff ends. Fusion of God obtained on placement. This unit SPA cannot be buffed externally. Any external SPA buffs turn into equal damage and crit damage buffs. This unit damage cannot be buffed externally. Any external damage buff turn into equal crit chance buffs. This unit crit chance over is 100%. Crit chance. I hate this. Whirlwind, slashing steel requires imitation martial arts. Upon landing a crit, follow up with 50% damage to all enemies in range. The strongest enemy in range deal 150% damage instead. Deal 0.5 max HPS damage, cap of 300 million. Apply mutilate on the multiplier of both instances. Damage combined 9-second local cooldown. Watchdog requires imitation martial arts. Every 100 seconds, 200% range, 35% damage for 3 attacks. Set AoE to line for 3 attacks. Crits hit during a supplied effect depending on which attack hit the crit. First attack crippled, second weakened, third exposed, and restrict. Just 4 more, guys. Just 4 more. Okay. Gamma Burst requires upgrade 5. Whenever a boss enemies enter this unit's range, this includes whenever interdimensional travel activates, do 50x this unit's damage and apply Plasma, Extinguish, Unstable, Negation, and Detonation. Off this multiplier, Plasma does 3x damage instead of 1.55 to this boss immediately. Godlike Eradication. Oh my god. For every 20 attacks, crit count as to 200 plus 350% damage, 150% SPA, and 100% crit chance for 2 attacks. First attack applies detonation and bolt. Second attack applies rupture and unstable. If an enemy has entered radiation dead zone, these attacks will always hit that enemy, even if they are out of range. Interdimensional travel requires imitation gravity from active Shakai modes. When a boss enemy is outside this range, teleport to the closest boss. It receives 10% walk back for 10 seconds. Return to original boss position. The passive happens at any time as possible. I don't care. Final one, guys. Final passive. Requires upgrade 3. Upon entering this unit's range, deal 25% of this damage every second. Radiation dead zone. Upon entering 20% of this unit's range, deal 65% of this damage every second. Any debuffs this enemy are 50% more effective. That's it. Alright, so do you guys understand? Do you guys remember one passive I read? Exactly. Let's use portal creation. Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna use all the abilities. Oh, um, uh, um, what the fuck? That was pretty cool. You can have all these auto. Well, I don't think this is how it's supposed to work, guys. Guys. What the Sigma? Well, looks like that's a pretty good place to end off. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. If you enjoyed this one somehow, fuck, I hate myself. Anyways, remember to drink water, eat, sleep, go out, exercise, love yourself, and love the people around you. That's about it. See ya.